It's mid-morning, January 26th, and I have decided that it's time already to make some changes on the pool filter that you had seen in my most recent video as far as a conversion. I did do a cleaning today, and you can see here, if you look at this, the jar of water, it's not exactly clean. And this is the water that came out of the filter. Now, it's only been running for 2 or 3 days, and it's already picking up a lot of fines. It was definitely doing its job, and I'm happy with that. But I've decided I want to make a change now, and just to see if I can get a bit better performance out of it. And if you bear with me for a second, I will just explain that to you. So most of us out there are familiar with the various kinds of coldness media. So we have the K3 here. This is the K1 media, the K plus media, and my most recent acquisition is K plus sinking media. I'll just move that over, hopefully get a bit better look at it. So that is the K plus sinking media, and of course the K plus floating media that we're most familiar with. And the only real difference appearance wise is that the sinking media here is black versus the white for the regular K plus media. And the reason that I am making these changes now as opposed to a couple of weeks or more from now is that my delivery of the K plus sinking media arrived yesterday, which was absolutely fantastic, sooner than I thought it would. Considering it was coming from Nottingham in England, so it's approximately a 5,600 kilometer delivery from there over to my place here in Oshawa, Ontario. And as I said, it did arrive, so if you bear with me, I'm just going to put the camera down for a moment, move these off my area here, and then I'll show you that bag. So bear with me for just a moment. Alright, so there we have it. This is the bag of the K plus sinking media. And as you can see, it's Genuine Evolution Aqua, and the keyword here, of course, sinking. So my goal now is to get the filter up and running again using this media here in it. That will enable the filter to operate more as it would have had it been a sand filter on a pool. So with the sinking media, it will settle to the bottom of the filter itself. You can see there I've taken all the K1 and K3 out of there in preparation for the K plus sinking. So this is going to be filled up about 3/4 of the way approximately to allow enough room for movement during the cleaning process. And as I said, this will be going in there. I'm probably not likely going to use all of this. I'm just not sure. I'll have to see as I'm filling things up. And then I will get the filter up and running again. I've never used this before. I know it's something that's definitely not commonplace over here in North America. Not sure how many people in the UK may have not seen this yet, but I'm going to get it in the filter. What I'm going to do is just do a quick rinse, and then I will get it into the filter, get the filter back up and running. And of course I would do a follow-up in a couple of weeks time or so, just to let you know how things are doing. But again, I just wanted to kind of give you an update. As this did arrive much more quickly than I thought it would, which is great. I'm going to, as I get the filter going with this, so now when the water's running through, it's going to come in the top as it normally would have for sand filter. It'll flow from the top down through the media as opposed to the other way through the floating media. So this will flow down through the media, through the laterals at the bottom of the filter. So it's going to go down and then through the laterals, the white ones you can see down the bottom there. That will then come up through this pipe in the middle, through the valve, and then back into the indoor pond. So I'm going to get things, as I set up now. I'll get this in there once I've rinsed off the media, and then I will let you know once the filter's hooked up, and I will just show you that in a few moments. I have rinsed off the media in my tub here and put it into the filter canister, and you can see if you look there that it is in there. I apologize, the lighting is not the best from that angle. There's about 3/4 full, and I believe that will allow sufficient room for agitation when I'm doing a backwash cycle. I'm not sure how much media I put in. If you kind of look here at the bag, you can kind of see the height of the bag there. So I'm guessing I've used roughly 30 liters. As I said, that's only a guess. I don't know for sure. I didn't measure or anything like that. I just wanted to get it to that point where, I thought it would allow sufficient space for the agitation during the backwash. So what I'm going to do now is take the filter out of my work area here, hook it back up, get the valve back on there, get it running, check for leaks, and fingers crossed everything will be good that way. And then it'll just be a matter of keeping an eye on things for a few days, do a backwash and see what it looks like from a wastewater standpoint, that is. You did see earlier in the video the color of the water that had come out following only 3 or 4 days of the filter running with the K1 and the K3 in there. This is a much finer media, as any of you who use the K Plus media knows, and hopefully this will do an even better job. Again, it's going to be mechanical, kind of primarily sort of polishing the water, getting a lot of the fines out of it before the water goes to the shower tower. So I'm going to put the camera down now. I will go get this hooked up, and then I will show you that in just a moment. Alright, the filter has been reconnected to the plumbing lines. Again, the inlet is here, the outlet this one, the waste on this side. Things seem to be running okay at the moment. I will be keeping an eye on it for any leakage. The bit of water that you see down here on the floor was as a result of me taking the top off the filter itself, or taking the valve off in order to move it to exchange the media. And you can see it's connected to the shower, which is running very, very well. I know the sturgeon, as I mentioned before, they're kind of down in there somewhere. And the koi, definitely enjoy having that added current in there. Now, I'm not sure, whether it's just me and wishful thinking that the water does look a little bit clear. I'm honestly can't say. I mean, I'm obviously biased with my own fish in my pond, but I believe it is a little bit clearer. And again, just based on what I showed earlier in the video, the color of the water that came out. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this too well. This is my sump barrel. And you can kind of see, hopefully, that it is kind of on the cloudy side. And again, that's the water that came out of the filter. So I'm going to, as I said, let this go. All the areas around here, the bolts that hold the valve on, sorry, give it back to all these ones here that are holding this on. Not seeing any water leakage yet, so fingers crossed that that's going to stay that way. I'm going to let it run for a while, and then I'll come back down and check it out. And in the meantime, I will end this part of the video. Actually, I'll end the video here. Thank you again for your support. If you haven't already, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It's most appreciated. If you have any questions or comments, certainly feel free to let me know. And as I said, barring major issues or anything with the filter, I will be putting out an update in another couple of weeks or so, just to let you know how things are running as far as the media is doing and how well it is cleaning as things go along. So thank you again. Stay safe and take care, and I will be back soon.